So today I'm doing a strip down and clean and rebuild of the mower deck. Should have done some earlier ones as I took it off. I'll do some later as I put it back on so you can see the reverse procedure. But here's the underside of the deck. This is why you shouldn't leave it unserviced, and this is why you should not cut wet grass with it. Look at the lumps of crud under here. I mean, this is just huge. So I could tell the machine was whistling, and the blades are looking blunt as well. I'll have a good look at those, but I might well replace those this time actually, rather than trying to sharpen them. I've sharpened them for the last few years, but I think I might start with a new set this time. Anyway, I'll clean it up and I'll let you have a look. I'll give you an example. Hang on, let's just get this one off here. Screwdriver in here, just to show you what's not meant to be there. See this here? Look at that. I mean, that's just ridiculous, isn't it? Should have done this a long time ago. Never mind, I'll work my way through it now. We'll change another day. As you can see, this is all just dried on here. It's still wet actually, which obviously isn't doing the deck any good and not allowing the streets to work properly either. But you know, this is just ridiculous. I let this go so long. Look at this. Shame I can't blame anyone else. At least being such big lumps, it comes off quite easily. Right. So let's scrub away. There's a pressure wash off when I finish as well, I think. The side of it comes nicely. A bit easier if I took these blades off actually, wouldn't it? Take them off anyway, I'm not going to have them off now. And then I can clean everything a little bit better, so I can do that. Couldn't do so I'll do it with an impact driver. Well, they 18mm. So we'll go with this then. I need a breaker bar on that one, I think. I haven't had those off in a while. Bigger size nut on that one. It's a different thread, I think. Right, breaker bar and block of wood time. That's the answer. Just to make things a little worse. I can't remember which is left and which is right hand thread on these ones, but it shouldn't be too much of a problem. Let's have a look. Let's get this one here first. See if it's there. Get around there, Christ. That was the one. Just needed a bit of better positioning. Go in there, goes onto there. Let's get that wood through there so you can't move. That's it. Lovely, no problem with that. Grip on that now. There she goes. Good. That's it. Right. That's them loosened. Whether there's any keyway on these or not. A long time since I've had these off. No, there's not. That's interesting. Good clean up in there as well. I'm glad to get a bit of grease in there, so that's good. Let's put them in their each positions first. Look at that in a minute. One thing at a time. Obviously, the service is going to get a bigger job than I had originally anticipated, but isn't that always the way? I don't think I've serviced this deck in probably a couple of years. I've done the belts, but that's turning the sprocket underneath, I think, isn't it? It is. I need to get Right, let's get that off as well. Move these out. Order, so I know what I'm doing. Let's have a look under here. Okay, that's come off nicely. That all is pretty well cradded up as well though. Still packed with grease. I did grease it last year, so that's the only thing. This needs to come out of here. All that in there, do we? Not going to help the bearing, is it? Get that all cleaned out nicely, get sorted out in a while. Let's carry on with this. Let's get that protected really before I carry on. I want to get that cap back on there. I'm really breaking that. That's it. There she blows. Gotta get that on there to stop any more debris getting in there while we're working on it. Continue with even the inside of these is caked. Right, back to the scraping now with better access. Belts are me doing as well. One of them's got a split in it, so that wasn't going to last much longer. So really glad I started this, but it's much more. It just was so good in thinking. Right, well, I didn't pressure wash it in the end. I decided to go with just a wire brush and just brush it all out, but I think you'll agree that's looking a lot better. I'll flip it over now and do the apertures the other side and make sure all the grass is out of it so that it can flow. But I'm going to have another look at those blades, but I think I'll just put a new set on. I don't think it's worth it. They've been on for about 5 years, those, maybe longer. So on closer inspection of my RCK48 Pro deck off the Kubota G21, there are a couple of things identified needed doing rather than just putting it back together. One of the first things was a couple of bearings on these pulleys are on their way out. If you spin them you can hear them. One that's okay, quiet, and of course that one there quiet. This one here was the same, noisy, and this one here's just starting to go. So I thought, while I've got it apart, I might as well do that. Then I realised that the gearbox, when I took it out, a lot of oil came out the bottom of it, so the bottom oil seal really could do with replacing, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to have the gearbox out now and change the bottom oil seal. It's also got oil, of course, with all the pulleys at the moment, so I need to clean that up. What other bits have I got? Let's have a look. So I've got two pulleys. I've got the pulley, the sprung pulley, two fixed pulleys. That's just a part for the air filter. I've got the new oil seal there. Got a new oil filter. Got a new washer for the sump plug, and I've got the oil, and of course I've got the new blades. So where are the old ones? You'll see the difference. I mean, I've obviously, well, I've sharpened these in the past, but you'll see the wear. So let's compare that one there with this one here. You'll see that I probably could have sharpened them again, but this leading edge has bled away completely here. It's not here, so I think I'm happy that it's been quite a few years since I changed, so I'm going to run with those. So there's my parts list. So now it's just to crack on with it. I think the biggest job is going to be getting the gearbox off, because I think that's got a circlip in the bottom, but I'm just going to work my way through slowly and get everything done. I think I'll start with the pulleys, as they're nice and easy. Right, this will give you a good indication between the new and the old. So here's the old one, here's the new one. Silent. That'll make a difference. That's all the bolts removed now. I just got to figure out what needs releasing to get it off. I'm sure there must be something holding it in underneath here, in a circlip or something. So I'll do a bit of research. Of course, sod's law, it starts to rain on me now as well, so I'll retire to the research, come back and finish off later. Right, so that's the gearbox off. I've struggled getting the pulleys off, and I haven't got a bearing puller, so I may well leave that oil seal to the next time. I don't think it's leaking. There is plenty of oil in there. This is your fill plug at the top here. This is your fill level indicator, and this is your drain plug. So be careful with these, because they've got little rubber washers on the bottom of these two screws. So just be careful you don't lose or bugger those up, because they obviously seal it. Looking in here, that is pretty grubby. So I think what I'll do, I'm gonna do this one today. I'm gonna do an oil change on it, put it back together, and I'm gonna, at the end of the season, I'm gonna strip it down again. I'm gonna get a bearing puller to get those pulleys off, so I can do the oil seal then. I think it'd be fine to then. So that's it. I'll just let it drain and refill. Right, so coming on now. I'm really regretting not having dealt with that rust really, but I can't face it now. I'm just going to have to finish off. So I've greased up a couple of the grease nipples on here and cracked the grease through to the bearings, and I just got to finish off tightening up the mounts on the gearbox. Put the spring on the tensioner over there. This one's complete. Put the guards back on. Tighten the blades up, fit it back on. But yeah, one of the blades is on already, so let's have a look around here. This one here's not timed up yet, but it's in position, so ready to start. So yeah, getting there slowly but surely. Right, so here we are the following day. As you can see, all back on. I did start doing some work on the rust on it. All the covers are back on now, but new pulleys, I greased the whole thing up. I've been right the way over it. What I've done is I've put some Lano Guard. I rubbed down the worst of the rust with a wire brush, put some Lano Guard on it, just to take me through this season. And what I'll do at the end of the season, I'll take it off, strip it down completely, and have it completely done and repainted. Because, you know, looking at this, it's really starting to go in some of these places, so it's not worth letting that go. But she's had a good service there. That's all done. I've got the fuel filters and an oil change to do, and I need to do the hydrostatic fluid as well, so I'll do that in a couple of weeks time. But basically that's that initial bit done. So yeah, she's running well, so I'm pleased to have done all that, and the deck runs quietly, smoothly, and should cut very well.